Hey guys, TommyBryson here and welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to show you guys what $150 gets you here in Dominican Republic. This right here was actually my very first apartment here in Dominican Republic, which cost me just about 9,000 pesos, which is about 150 US dollars. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with a living room area, also a kitchen, and 2 rooms in the back and a bathroom. Now, the difference with this video, with all the videos you actually are used to seeing, is I'm actually going to tell you all the good things about this apartment, but I'm also going to tell you all the problems with this apartment. It took me a while to make this video because I didn't want to show you guys exactly where I live, but now you can actually see all the details that nobody else is actually going to give you. So right here, we actually have a small living room area, and everything is pretty cozy here. And then over here, we actually have a kitchen. Now, what most people don't tell you is that although Dominican Republic rent is pretty cheap per se, it doesn't come with anything. So if you were to come here and try to rent this apartment right now, it would not come with a fridge, it would not come with a stove, it would not come with a microwave or an oven. It comes absolutely just with the paint on the wall. You get nothing. You have to bring everything with you. When I tell you apartments don't come with anything, we didn't even have a propane gas to actually use on our gas stove. So when you move somewhere here in the Dominican Republic, you might have to buy your own propane gas, your own propane gas to stove connection. You have to plug it in, you have to refill when it runs out. You literally have to get everything you need because usually they won't come with the apartment. So the kitchen is actually pretty fine, but the problem is it's actually way too high up, and that's like a massive issue. And then follow me over here, guys. I'm actually going to show you the 2 bedrooms right here. These bedrooms are an adequate size. You can actually fit a king-size mattress in here, although I don't recommend this. So this right here is actually the master bedroom. What makes it a master bedroom? Nothing. They just basically picked it out to be the master bedroom, okay? But it's actually right here where I fit my king-size mattress, and literally, I only had this space left to actually walk around. It's a terrible idea. And here, we have the very custom, usual closet space you will actually find in most Dominican Republic apartments. It kind of works like this. You have mirrors right here. You usually have a little pole right here, and then here you can put your sneakers. And then at the top here, usually you have an unfinished little area up there to put in, for example, all of the things you usually don't use that often. Now follow me over to my office, which is the office I used to have here, and it's actually the second room. As you can tell, it's literally almost the same exact thing, but I do think it's a little bit smaller, if I'm not mistaken. And then over here, we have the same exact closet space. All of these bedrooms, I had AC in them. So right here, we actually had ACs in them. Apartments do not come with ACs. If you do find an apartment that comes, for example, with a fully furnished kitchen, also air conditioner, guess what? It's going to cost you a little bit more money. Now, I'm going to show you the bathroom. The bathroom is actually, nothing's wrong with the bathroom, but it's not like crazy, okay? So right here, you're actually going to find the bathroom. It's a very small area. You have a small sink, you have a mirror. This mirror we actually just got it and we stuck it on here. It's still our mirror, but we're actually gonna leave it in this apartment. And this right here is actually the shower. The shower, check this out, bring them in here. So the shower is actually pretty fine, nothing's wrong with it. But there is one detail that most people don't tell you. When I tell you that apartments here don't come with anything, they don't even come with hot water. So that was an issue. So for us, because we are a little lazy in a sense, I should have installed an entire water system. The problem is I would have had to done it, not the landlord. I would have had to broken up all the tiles, and usually that wouldn't be allowed. But even then, I would have to leave the system installed. I could have done it, but I didn't do it. Instead, I used a teapot and a bucket, filled it up, and I just had my hot water that way. Now, there are some details that I do want to mention to you guys, and that's going to be, Tommy, all right, that's the apartment tour, that's what it looks like, But what's the electricity like? What's the water like? And what's the actual inhabitants here, okay? This is actually a 3-floor building. And as you can tell, there is no washing area to wash your clothes or to dry your clothes. So I'm gonna show you where we actually install that stuff. Well, right here, we actually have the balcony. And in this balcony area is literally where I had my little garden with my wife. And also right here, we had a stacked washer and dryer up here. Now, electricity here in Dominican Republic is a little sensitive topic because we do have frequent power outages. It's just a normal thing. But I noticed that for every single problem that you kind of have, locals have found a solution to it. So there are countless solutions. And one solution is actually going to be right here. We actually had an inverter installed with 2 batteries, and that would allow us to actually have power when the power is out. Big problem though, it's not powerful enough to actually charge, for example, your fridge or any heavy appliances, especially like ACs. But I'm actually going to show you what we do for the water here and what we actually do for the washing area here. So we are actually on the top floor of the apartment, and this is actually an area where people usually hang their clothes and they wash their clothes here. But there are a lot of details that I actually want to show you guys here. So over here, we actually have what I call the washing area. This is actually the washing area that they actually wanted me to put in my washer and dryer. The problem is it's common use, so everyone can actually use it, and anyone can actually come up here, open it up, and steal your washer and dryer. Those things actually do happen here. Now here, you're actually going to see some tanks. I think these are 500-gallon tanks right here, and you're gonna see 3. It's 1 per floor, and you're probably wondering, Tommy, how does the water system actually work here in Dominican Republic, at least the area I actually live in? So we actually do have portable water that comes from the city, so that comes running in almost every single morning. But there are times where that doesn't even arrive to the house because of pressure issues or because there is just no water. So what the locals have actually started doing is when the water comes in, they fill up tanks, and these tanks can actually last a few days. But even then, sometimes the water doesn't come, the tanks run out of water, and then basically you're dry. So another solution that locals have actually come up with is basically they started actually drilling wells. So I'm actually going to show you guys in just a second the well they actually drilled in this apartment, so there's water 24/7 and it doesn't run out. But there is a massive issue with wells that no one talks about. So right here, we're actually at the ground level of the apartment building. As you can see up here, that's the top. You see a lot of tubes, a lot of different stuff. But right down here is where actually the well actually is. So if you look up here closer, I want you to just show them in here. You will actually see that there is a pump, and you will also see a whole system here. So let me just open this up. Okay. So over here, you actually have a pump. You actually have a breaker system up here. And the whole idea is this, okay? So the tanks you saw up there, when they are running low, we come up here and we actually turn them on. The water flows up. And then once it's filled, we shut it down. But you have consistent water. That sounds good, but it is a problem. I also want to show you guys this right here, which actually the well. There's also a cistern here. That's what I meant to call it. So over here, you actually have a cistern. This cistern is right here. As you can see, I think it's probably like more than 1,000 gallons, no problem. Like there is a lot of water here. So you actually have 2 ways of storing water. The first way is from the well, water comes up here. From up here, the water goes up to the tanks. The big problem is this water is not tested. We don't know if it's safe. It's definitely not safe to drink. And a big problem is, as I mentioned before, is the electricity issue. So right here where we live in this apartment, we couldn't even go ahead and open up a contract with the electricity people because the building was not submitted. So I had no way of paying electricity. I had no way when the power went out to actually reach out and call somebody. Like basically it's an illegal power situation here. and you may find a lot of those issues depending on where you actually live. Now, over here, we actually have a new addition that actually took place here, and it's actually the parking area. So this is where all the cars are actually meant to be parked. Here you can actually fit probably like I'm thinking maybe like 8 cars in total. It's a very good apartment. It's good value, but the main issues are going to be power and water supply. The water supply like this should have, for example, a filtering system, and also with the power supply, there should be contracts in place, but that's not being done yet. But for $150, there's not much you can actually ask for. And where we actually live right now, I'm gonna show you guys that in a future video. But that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. If you have more questions about apartments in Dominican Republic, comment down below and I'll answer them. Okay, thanks for watching. Peace.